Hello guys, good morning. Today is the 11th of April. Doing a follow-up regarding the Medaka, or the Japanese rice fish. So it's been 11 days since I placed them here. Um, it's been a while since I did a video regarding the pond. Actually, it's been last year. As you can see, lots of algae. Um, the plants are starting to wake up. I've actually added a filter. But before that, I want to talk about the Medaka, which are all doing good. I've counted at least from what I've counted in the bags when I released them, at least 17. Two are really small fry. And I just noticed that there are actually more smaller fry. I'm not sure if you guys can see that there. It really is small. There you go. It's been I released them on the 4th. Today is the 11th, so it's been 7 days. So I'm not sure if they've already bred. That's my dog. But yeah, I think they've started to breed. Correct me if I'm wrong, because from what I read, it will take around 6 to 10 days, even up to 14 days for eggs to hatch. But again, I know that I have two fry, and I've seen them swimming around, and they're way bigger. I think this is one of them. But the other two that I can see there, as you can, are pretty small, and they're new. I know they're new, and so I think they've been breeding. Again, the experts might tell me differently how fast these guys breed, but I'm sure I've got at least 14 that are adults, and they're doing really well. There's more on that side there, and I think there's one more there. Yeah. So yeah, I've been counting them every day. They love this area where I've placed this in-water filter, and I actually removed the fountain and used the option that it can blow water to keep some water movement, and the fish likes to stay within the flow, and I can see them trying to catch any microorganisms that is being that goes through the water flow. So that is very cool to see that kind of behavior. Let me see if I can get a closer look of the fry. Hello guys, so this is the next part of the video, and I released the Medaka April 4th, 2025, and today is May 26, 2025. And oh, there's a large tadpole. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's already, yeah, there was a large tadpole there. But yeah, huge difference from the first part of this video. Lots of things has changed. I'm very happy about what happened in the last few weeks. Lots of growth. This was full of algae in the first part of the video, but in a few weeks, or nearly 2 months, the water's a lot clearer now. So the plants really took over, and I'll talk about the plants. But first, regarding the Medaka, they've been breeding, and you can see there that's a fry, and I've been seeing several. And actually, they started breeding about a week after I released them in this pond, which was really cool, because I thought it will take a few weeks to a few months for them to adapt into the new pond, but or not new pond, but in their new home, and they did really well. And there's more fry there, and I don't know if you can see the fry, but there you go, there's the fry. So I never did anything really about the Medaka, and they're very adaptable. That's why I guess they're gaining popularity. But I also forgot to talk about the swordtails that I had in here. So about October last year, I started to catch as much as I can, put it in my fish tank, and then try to sell. Actually, not try. I sold several of them. of course, I can't catch all of them with how big the pond is. And some of them didn't make it. I thought some of them will make it, but we had like some 20-degree weather, and that caused all of them to pass away. What was interesting though was the cherry shrimp. I'll show you here. There's one of those cherry shrimps. They made it, and I know they're tropical shrimp, and found in Asia from what I've been reading, and a lot of them made it, so they can adapt in, I think, zone 8A to zone 9 weather or areas like San Antonio, Texas. Alright, so I'll talk about the plants that I started last year, and most of them are already removed. So basically I had Thalia dilbata, or the Hardicana, an Aztec arrowhead, but this one is a new one. The first one died, and I'll tell you guys what happened. But first, all of the plants I had before, even the water lilies, are planted in fabric pots. A lot of gardeners and those who have ponds use fabric pots. However, I think in my situation where I'm based in, again, Texas, this is my dog Armin. He's a rescue. We had him like around September last year. Anyway, so yeah, I fertilized I thought I saw a frog. I was trying to, there's lots of frogs actually, and I'll talk about the wildlife in a bit. I have so many frogs, so many tadpoles, but yeah, returning to what I was saying, when I fertilized the plants in their fabric pots, I think the nutrients leached out and caused a lot of algae issues. Especially, it's so bright here in this area, it's so hot, so perfect conditions for algae growth. And I literally had mats of it, and I've even used it as compost for my plants. And so I decided to like really dig in and clean it up. And I also found that the Thalia dilbata was able to escape from the fabric pots, and I'll try to find some more of those pictures and show you guys. But yeah, because I have about 5 inches of gravel down there. The plan is to have dwarf sage grow through it, which actually they did. I have a lot of dwarf sage growing underneath all of this guppy grass, but yeah, that's what happened. They escaped. It grew everywhere, and yeah, I cleaned it up because at the same time I didn't like the look of the Hardicana. The flowers are kind of weird compared to this pickerel weed or pickerel rush, which is a lot better. And I think they just get so bigger, they get so huge. And so yeah, I remove it, the whole pond. It's like restarting it again. It's so dirty and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I did. Remove them, and then I ordered new plants. All right, so I reordered new plants. I think I ordered it from Play It Koi, but yeah, I ordered pickerel rush. When I posted my pond in Reddit, one of the members said if I really want butterflies or pollinators, then pickerel rush is a great pollinator magnet. And yeah, I ordered one, and if I can, yeah, I think I still have pictures. I'll show you the pictures when I receive them. I ordered another Aztec arrowhead. What happened last year was it grew, and it had several plants growing out of the pot. I repotted it around October. I think it's too late at that point, and it didn't make it through the winter. But I really like the flowers. Let me show you guys. There, and I really like the flowers. It's really cool and attracts lots of pollinators. But I think in this one, oh, there was a fly in there earlier. So yeah, so I ordered another one, and then I have the lizard's tail, which I also ordered from the same store. they gave me like 6 plants, and it's now all over it's really grown really well. And yeah, I placed them in pots which I purchased from Lowe's. It's like a 2 or 3 gallon pots, and they're like 8 to 10 inches wide, different sizes. And yeah, I moved on from fabric pots, and I think it helped. Eventually the plants were able to take over and outcompete the what do you call this, the algae. And here's the flowers, really cool, from the pickerel rush. And I do get lots of pollinators. Oh, that's a bee. Oop, there, all right. Okay, it's not zooming in. And then one of the remaining plants that I had since last year is this aquatic mint. And as you can see, it's just a few plants last year, and now they're growing all over the place. I really like the look. There's more on that side. And okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I want to talk about this one. This is Ludwigia peploides, which is native here in North America. And I got this from our HOA pond built by our community. It's not a lake, but it's a huge pond, and we've had it for like 2 years now. And I've been noticing all throughout those 2 years that these plants were very hardy. They're just floating there. They survive winters, they survive the summers. And so one time I went there, and they're growing all over the place. There's so many of them. And I took 3 plants from the mud, and now they're all over the place. And I believe they're also helping with the filtration of the water, keeping the water clear. And look at all those roots. All right, so, and it has nice white yellow flowers. And I noticed they tried to climb out of the pond, and then when I looked at our HOA pond, I saw several going through the banks, and I think that's how they grow. So I will let them and see if they can cover this rocky beach area of the pond. It will look cool. Another plant that I added, but I added this last year, is guppy grass. And I read that oh, before I forget, in some areas, some places in the world like Europe, they consider this as invasive, because they do adapt really well, and they can survive the cold winter. So yeah, just saying that it might be illegal in the area you live in, so just check if you are considering this plant. Again, it's Ludwigia peploides. The other plant that I added last year, not this year but last year, is this guppy grass. And I've read that they are invasive, however they're not illegal in Texas. That's I've researched that first, but it survived the winter here. And at that point I was desperate, because again the algae was really bad. I eventually decided to live with it, but now I can see it's helping really a lot in clearing the algae. I've read though that it might, for some people, it ruined their ponds because it just overgrew everything. In my case, this is a wildlife pond. I don't mind. I don't have any koi. I only have the Medakas, which are actually doing really great. You can see the shrimp, the snails. I really like this part because it's like a window to the whole pond, and it's really clear, because back like 3 weeks ago, this is just all algae. Yeah, guppy grass is all over the pond right now, and they're doing great. But I know there's dwarf sage growing through the substrate, so they're doing great down there. What I plan to do is I'll buy those what do you call this, underwater camera knockoffs from Amazon. They're pretty cheap, so I'll buy one if there's a really good sale and do an underwater video. Alright, so I went to the other side of the pond and to talk about this water lily here. So my goal was to get those miniature or small spreading water lilies, and I went to I saw the website Waterford Gardens. I think they're based in New Jersey, and they have very good descriptions of their water lilies, and also how they were hybridized or when they were hybridized. And this was, I think, from France. The lineage came from France, La Tour Marillac, from what I understand, which is a well-known hybridizer of water lilies. And it's this water lily, they call it a changeable hardy water lily. It's Nymphaea indiana, that's how it's named. And it starts like an apricot color, and then after a few days it turns into this dark red coloration. So it starts like this and turns into this, so really cool. Actually, that was what I really ordered last year, but this is what I received. And this is a medium-sized spread. It flowered into a yellow flower, and this is and I think it is the Larry Tomasic. I'm not even sure if I pronounce it correctly. It's an American hybridizer. So I emailed Waterford Gardens, and they acknowledged the error, and they sent me the that red water, not red, the Nymphaea indiana water lily. So this one hasn't flowered yet, but you can see how huge the leaves are. I was about to give this away or just sell it, but I figured out, I mean, last year it grew really well for me, and then produced those large yellow flowers. So I said I'll just keep it. Of course, I repotted it in a plastic pot, not in a fabric pot. But boy, I thought it's the size of the leaves last year was this big, but look at how big these ones are now. So it's overtaking, like it doesn't have enough room in my pond. And this is about 24 inches deep, 24 inches deep. And so it's a bigger water lily. But last year all of this is just algae, but now it's clear. You can see the rocks below. It has a shelf here, but at the center there's like a 2 or now maybe a 2 by 2 square foot sized area, which goes way deeper, which is at least 25 feet. That's the deepest part of the pond, but underneath is all guppy grass, which is really cool because it really is out competing the algae. To be honest, I've already accepted at a certain point that this will be all algae. It's a wildlife pond. That's my goal, and I said, yeah, you know what, I'll just accept that fact. But hey, I'm very happy. It's really clear now. So really glad about this. And the last water lily, it hasn't flowered yet. It has a bud, but it's underwater, so it didn't come up. It's windy a few days ago, or several days now, and I think it got damaged. So moving on to the let me see, I have a list. To the wildlife. All right, so for the wildlife, I will start with tadpoles, frogs. Throughout I will be showing you guys pictures, maybe a video or two about how many frogs I've seen here. I'm no expert. I think I have what we call leopard frogs, but the tadpoles are huge. I'll show you pictures and a video. Yeah, I'll show you the video just early this morning of a tadpole. I think it was eating a leech. So I saw a leech here. I think it hitchhiked on a bird maybe, or one of the frogs. And yeah, I saw several leeches already the past few months, but I don't mind as long as it doesn't get on to me. And then I saw a huge tadpole literally eating one. So that was really cool. I just want to show, and any of you guys who are Medaka experts there, I don't know what morph is this, my dog. So what I received was a red glitter or red king glitter, but this one is a different morph, I believe. I don't mind. I'm not really specific. I even wanted the wild types. I even got a blue one, a blue Medaka, which was really cool. I think it was a fry, because I asked the seller if he can just like, I don't care about any morphs, and as a bonus he gave me like several fry or smaller fish, and they grew into a different morph. So really cool. All right, so back to the wildlife. So yeah, tadpoles, I got several that are really huge, to the point where some of the members of the forums that I've joined said they could be bullfrogs. So they could be, but they're not as huge as the leopard frogs that I've seen online. So I've been seeing leopard frogs around, and they're not that big. And it's really cool. I can see it from up here, all those chair shrimps. Okay, and then of course, if you have frogs, then eventually a snake found its way here. It's a garter snake. It's funny because I'm in this pot here. No, it was my daughter who was in this area here, exactly this area, and she was like, "What is that, Daddy? It looks like a snake." And it was right over here. I'll show you a picture. It was really cool. And last year, while I was doing maintenance throughout the pond, I would see it swim underneath. I didn't realize it was down there. It never was aggressive. It was a garter snake. So that for me was the highlight of last year, even though it was barely a year when I had the pond, and I have so much wildlife. And I'll show you a picture of a dragonfly who's actually just morphed into an adult. I have several nymphs. Yeah, I got a diving water beetle. I didn't get a picture of that one. But yeah, every morning I would go in here, sit in front of this pond and this area, and I would see those large tadpoles grazing on the algae. Birds, several birds. I've got so many birds, and I've also started a pollinator garden. Mostly these are mostly native plants, native here in Texas, because I stopped watering my lawn, and I just want it to be a wild looking garden with native plants. And I've been getting lots of birds, that butterflies also. But I did a Chelsea cut. They call it a Chelsea cut when you cut the plants about before summer. I forgot why they call it a Chelsea cut, but I'm sorry, I'm just talking about. But I'm really excited because I've got so many wildlife in this area now. I got an anole, I think, or a spiny lizard, but it's very skittish in that area. So I'll talk about my garden in the next video, but focusing on this pond, yeah, so much life, which brings me to the next point, that I was really planning to enlarge the pond, but with this so many things happening now in the pond, I don't want to ruin it. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Any suggestions, any questions, any comments, please let me know. It's one hell of a ride. It's just been 1 year, and I have all of this growth here. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, but busy with work, 3 kids, and now a dog. So can't really find a lot of time to make a video, but hope you guys like this video. Please hit like and subscribe, and have a good one.